Saturday's independent now, and due to the hosepipe ban, the only grass is those grassing on their neighbours, Lewis.
Yeah, this is so typically British, is that people have started to call 999, which is the number here for emergencies.
Thank you for informing us.
Well, I mean, I know...
You on GBNews, like, it's 999, guys.
Is this how all your gigs, is what you do in your gigs?
No,
hey guys, have you heard of 999?
I think you know...
It's like 911.
You forget, Josh, that I am an international star. And the reason I'm on this show...
I do not forget that.
Because of my
You
accent.
forget you're in England. That's what's happening.
You know what? Only to be able to sleep at night.
Okay.
Because I forget that I'm in England.
Okay.
Anyway, number one, the problem, we've had problems with rain, which we always do in England. The reason we have problems with rain, because it only rains 25 inches a year of rain in the southeast of Britain. Did you know this? In London, 25 inches. How many inches of rain in I'll ask Nick, maybe you will know, Josh, you probably know, is how many inches of rain does it normally rain in New York?
Oh, my God.
A good 30.
No, 60.
48 inches.
Oh.
48 inches, so it's basically twice as much rain.
I always overestimate.
Yeah, London's
inches.
very dry. People don't realise London's very dry. I came from the north, from the lakes. This is dry.
Anyway, the police... Can I just tell my
no, it's
joke?
boring.
My joke here. No.
Okay,
The police, because I actually wrote a joke for this.
Build up. Okay.
Lewis is going to do a joke, everyone.
Where our numbers peak.
This is
go.
his
Okay.
last appearance anyway.
The police actually complained about people calling 911 because it took them...
999.
Try to start again. The NYPD complained.
I'm so excited to have a joke.
What did the feds do?
They complained.
The narcs.
They complained that people were wasting the police's time. That the police should be spent investigating funny tweets and Facebook posts.
Hey, come on. Okay, we got that. That was good.
got
I like
there.
that. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it was good. It was good. Now, Nick, I wanted to ask you: do you think that lockdown emboldened a certain kind of nosy, sticking your nose in neighbour, annoying person?
Absolutely. This country is interesting because it's half sort of freedom-loving and sort of up yours kind of thing. Well, we're going to do Brexit because we fancy it kind of thing. And then it's half curtain switcher. And I think the divide may well be class, because whenever I speak to people who are sort of more in the working class, though, middle class, they're sort of like, yeah, lockdown was nonsense, they hate masks. When I speak to people of the professional classes in Crouch End and places like that in North London, they're more of the curtain
When you
twitcher
speak
type.
to me, is that what you're telling?
Well, I want to say, Josh...
You were looking at me very intently when you were saying that.
Because you and me, Josh, understand what these people are like, is what I was going for.
Yeah.
But is that correct? We're sort of divided between those two.
I mean, I do feel that division was never more apparent than during lockdown. When you had it and you had people... And the thing that wound me up most was, I live in a flat, 5 kids, and we'd go out in our 1 hour allotted time, and then I'd see things of people on Twitter and stuff like that, people I knew with gardens going, look at these people sitting on a bench. I'm like, well, why are you out? You got a massive garden.
Right.
That really would wind
There are even
me
some
up.
people very much who I like who suddenly was saying, like, why are people out in the parks tanning? I'm like, get lost. I'm not saying it's all Remainers, by the way. I want to edit that. 90% of them, but...
I disagree with what you're saying.
Thank you.
I agree with part of it, which is that English people have an incredible sense of disrespect for authority. They do. But it also comes from a place of fairness, which is if it's being the fairness is being broken, like you say, like your situation where it's not fair that you can't go.
Great.